Well. Hi, guys. Here's a mirror meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. Last time we had a fantastically great show, and we're going to try to do the same thing again. No pop, no phone calls, no Skype, no Discord. But we are going to have to deal with a few things in the process of reality. One of the first things has to do with a couple of people who, unfortunately, are not yet here. Whoa, somebody's going to be getting the band hammer. Oh, yes, indeed so. But before I basically boot them into the stratosphere, I'm going to give them a reading of what they typed until they know why they're going to get the band hammer when the time comes. So, I feel bad for you because you're going to go to Mars without a rocket ship. Okay, just to let you know that. But, for those of you who are not, I don't know what this is. This looks like another show. But until they show up, we will not do anybody banning, slamming, or bouncing people. But they will certainly be receiving a very rude awakening. So, some people actually like that. So I don't know. It's really not my favorite thing to do to people, but I'll be honest, it's good. Sometimes it has to be done. Sometimes, sweetie, you gotta boot them. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna wait till they show up, because when they show up, I will be reading them their charges, and then they'll be outside looking in. So that's because instead of pop, we got a very specifics of what we are trying to achieve on this channel. But honestly, guys, if you're really treating me with decency, you don't have to worry about it. It's if you're not. If you're acting like a flaming asswipe, you're gonna get cooked. All right, it's just a fact. If you act like a flaming asswipe, you're gonna get your ass cooked. Okay. I can assure you, I'm not the only one in the world would say that. Because I know for a damn fact that Patty would tell you the same thing. Hit the door, asshole. You're going. Yeah. If you happen to be the first. If you happen to be the first. That sounds weird. Oh my God. I was just checking to see if it was working. Yeah. But I'm serious. If you individuals, I happen to have your charge letters right here. Your one ticket to Mars, and you're going for a trip. I have given a lot of these people a lot of second chances, and they have been told over and over again how I feel. There's two individuals in particular that have unfortunately earned the one-way ticket to Mars. Okay. Hope you got a spacesuit and enough oxygen bottles, because you're going far, far away from me. You're going to be joining Pop, better known as Martin's World 777, and his journey to the Red Planet. Now, I got some more exciting news, actually. I wanted to talk about the more fun things, since obviously the individuals in question are not here. But, and that is I did an excellent video on the other networks. And let's see, I got messages here. This is Okay, let's see what this one says here. Someone give me a little heart icon. No, they're not on. It says here. Okay, and he says, why? It says, oh, it's a comment. One like. View tweet activity. It says impressions, total engagement. I actually. All right. Anyway, so let's talk about the more exciting news. Let me get caught up here with my phone and my other things right now. Oh yes, NHL, NCAA, and NASCAR have canceled sporting events due to coronavirus. So, how are you doing? Tonight, we are going to deal with a couple different things. And some of it good, some of it bad. But like I said, is speaks my language. Okay, so let's get caught up here. I have messages on Hangouts. Let's see, Hangouts. What's Hangouts say? Let me look at this real quick here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't worry, Rachella. This individual will be dealt with. You got my promise. He will be dealt with. But I did a fantastic video today on the Facebook stream, and there is what's this? Someone putting a computer together. Dow Chemical. Oh, speaking of that, the Dow Jones Industrial Average has taken a nosedive into the bearish territory, which is not surprising because coronavirus fears. Also, congressional building has been closed due to coronavirus fears. Many places have no hand sanitizer left due to, again, coronavirus fears. Now, is Major League Baseball going to be affected by coronavirus fears? I think the answer to that is yeah, probably will be. And I got a feeling if you're a baseball fan, you're not going to be able to get any baseball tickets at any price. As MLB, as did NHL, as did NCAA, as did many other, and NASCAR are actually not having audiences spectate at sporting events. South by Southwest in Austin was canceled because of coronavirus fears. A festival in New York was canceled because of coronavirus fears. And when I got something else that I find, I got 9 likes today. Congratulations, Michelle. You got some good likes now. It's Potpourri Night! Hey, Potpourri Night. Yeah, it's almost like Bunny. Hi, I'm Bunny, and guess what? We're going to have a great time today. Bunny Myers, the Gravesy Yard Girl. Yeah. Speaking of Gravesy Yard Girl, I wonder how it would be if I had her on the show. I really would like to get her on the show. She's a major hit influencer on YouTube. Wouldn't it be kind of funny if you had Patty on the show? No, because Patty's not a socialite. If she had a Leo in her moon, ooh, that'd be interesting. But she doesn't. No, she does not have Leo in her moon. That would be very fascinating, though. Because if she had Leo in her moon, oh my God, I could just see her just sitting next to me in the studio. Maybe she would finally get over her fear of being on camera and finally be willing to basically show her beautiful, beautiful blonde face. Oh, I really wish you would, Patty. Come on. Come on over. Come on up to the show. Stand up for the Virgos all over the world, asshole. Just using your logic. No, really, I really would love to have Patty on the show. I want to try. I really do. Hearts Hunter. I'm going to try. I really would like to get on the show. At least, even if it's just for a quick cameo role. And the Arctic winner games are and gone to become this too. Yes, I'm not surprised. So obviously, all these all the Olympics were canceled in Japan. Coronavirus. Okay, let's talk about this. Just because it is an issue, it's a hot button topic. I might as well bring it up. I don't normally think about coronavirus because the reason why they're doing this is because one of the things about these big sporting events is that they've got all these people in very close spaces. And what that means is there's so many. Here's the funny thing they found out. The coronavirus can stay in the air of both things, for 3 hours. 3 hours. Oh, is it got anti-gravity machine? How in the hell can something stay in the air for 3 hours? Is this thing lighter than particles of the most fine dust? Is it lighter than anthrax? Oh, and we didn't even go through how long it will last on plastic surfaces. It can live on plastic surfaces for weeks. Weeks. Yeah, weeks. So if you happen to think, oh, my boyfriend had coronavirus 2 weeks ago, then now I can go ahead and use that plastic spoon, even though I put it in the dishwasher, you might get your coronavirus dose because it's on this fucking spoon for weeks. I mean, yeah, Jesus. This virus is hard to kill. That doesn't want to die. Chat, I'm listening, cleaning up after another day of drywall. Oh, okay. By the way, right now we have 15 likes, 6 viewers. 5 viewers. And like I said, tonight we are going to be dealing with the pleasure of sending a couple more people to Mars without a rocket. Oh, cute. Yeah. If they show up. And if you don't, asshole, I'm still sending you to the Mars without one. Yeah. But because I want to make sure they know why first that they are going to be sent out into the red planet. Okay. So in other words, I'm going to read them the comments, and I'm not going to attribute the sources to the comments. I'm just going to read them out. I have my eyes and ears everywhere. I learned a few tricks from Patty. Yeah. I have my ways of getting shit done too, you know. Hey, Pop, you think you're the only one who knows how to spy? This Aquarius learned from the best. A Scorpio, and I also learned from the next best, a Virgo. And I know how to get my revenge if I have to. And trust me, these individuals that are on my shit list are going to get plenty of poo, and they're going to get more than their fair share because I'm going to read their own charges against them. Go figure that one out. Yeah. I would love to see what they're going to say. Something tells me that they're not going to be very happy. Don't worry, I got them all queued up to go. You're going to be crying like little babies, and I'm done. Speaking of crying like little babies, I smell Dusty's cat pee. I didn't see him in here. Is Dusty home? I can tell which Dusty's cat pee smells like. It's got its own mistakable musky smell. It smelled like he must have come in, but I don't see him. That doesn't mean he's not here. I see Rusty on the couch. I don't see my little gray kitty. I miss my gray kitty. Where's my gray kitty? My gray kitty around here? I think he has been around. I think he's wandering around. Oh, he's a boy cat. What do you want? That's what they do. They go around town. He's looking for the little girl cats. You know, he's got one under one paw, one under the other paw. I'm gonna spread my genetic material far and wide so I can have all the kittens I want. Which kind of sucks because honestly, I don't really recommend people allow their cats to do that without regulation or consideration. But like I don't really support neutering them as much. I'd be giving them a vasectomy because, first of all, I mean, you take away that magic juice and they're gonna become fat like Dusty's dad, good old Rust Ball. Well, Rusty's not fat. He's just big. Rusty's huge. Rusty's the beast. Rusty's the Leo. He is a Leo. His sign is Leo. Yeah, like the lion. Hurrah! Big cat. You gotta admit, Rusty is a cute cat though. But picking him up makes my shoulder hurt trying to pick him up because he's so heavy. This message is, let's see, would you go out with a female? Seriously? You know what? Honestly, if you keep posting messages like that, you're going to be one of the people going out in space. Trust me. You know who that is, don't you? Yeah, I got a good idea. I know who that is. Mm-hmm. So, well, tell you what. Asshole. Oh, I'm going to take care of you for good. Bye-bye. If you wonder who this person is Cringy Reporty. Bye-bye, Cringy. You're dead meat now. I know all of your sock puppet accounts. Uh-huh. Yeah. Like I said, I was taught by two of the best. Patty one and Pop second one. So, you are forever on the shit list of my show. You will not be returning because your own comment is repeating. Oh, don't worry, Jen. He's gone. He's not coming back. Because I'm not going to allow that kind of crap anymore. I don't want people to be intimidated off the show by writing smutty comments like that. You just wait. The other ones, you guys are going to be facing the same experience. At the door, looking in. With two big Doberman pinchers on the other side, ready to rip your throat out if you happen to crush into it. Okay, so, I know. They're going to try to give me all the negative dislikes because once they realize I basically get caught up in their game, they realize that I'm going to basically kick their asses. That's what they know. So, what about Pop? What if Pop shows up? Well, I know Pop has sock puppet accounts. I know he has a lot of them. It all depends on a couple factors. Number one, how are they treating me? If they treat me with decency, that's fine. I mean, I don't like to block people just because they say nasty crap. There's just a couple regular accounts that tend to say things I happen to see everywhere. So Anyway, I shared the Facebook video on YouTube today. So if you let's see, what do? And All right. So anyway, I wouldn't worry about that. I think they already know. They originally sent me an invite too, and I never took it. I actually was on that Discord. I left. Yeah, because oh. By the way, watch today's video, which is on. I uploaded to YouTube from Facebook. It says, "Why this Aquarius loves Virgo people." You might like it. It's really fun. What's this story with the toilet paper issue? Because everybody talks about that. I know delivery is a problem. Why? I think because people are getting the runs from this. Oh! Then why don't you just clean yourself with a bidet? That's what I do. Just clean yourself with a bidet. Jesus Christ, then you don't need toilet paper that much. I mean, it's a simple reason. I mean, that's where bidets are great. Is that you don't have to cut down all those damn trees. You just basically is a bidet is your friend. It actually does a better job cleaning your privates than toilet paper does. It's my backup method. Sit down, let the water jet get back there, clean all the crack. Feels good too. Yes, it does. It feels actually very fresh. It's almost like the Massingle commercial, right? Mom, I don't feel clean down there. Did you use a Massingle douche lately? There you go. Even men can use one of those. Yes, they can. But you wouldn't be using it as directed. You would be using it on the outside of your body to clean your private areas. But it would work. It works because men can still smell unfresh down there too. Yes, they can. And if you're really running out of TP, then use H2O. Good old water. And you can mix it with a little bit of vinegar too to help break down the only thing is uric acid. You might want to mix it with some baking soda. Or maybe even, some baking soda, water, and just gently using a piece of cloth and clean it that way if you need to. I went to Costco today and they were out of the good Charmin, and there was a line of people waiting for the generic ass white paper to be unloaded the truck with a forklift. No Martin tonight. And almost everyone was buying a bill, Bounty paper towels. Paper towels is actually something I have not bought yet this month. Because I can't afford to buy extra shit right now. But I'm keeping my privates clean. I do have 2 rolls of Scott's 1000 ply. That will last me about 3 more months. Join my public Discord. Yep. Well, anyway, the point is that toilet paper, you can get along without it if you have to. After all, remember back in the Victorian era, before the modern technology, people were using leaves, Sears book catalogs, and corncob pipes. Corn cobs. Moistened corn cobs. Of all that things to use. Okay, maybe you might want to go that far. But you can use newsprint. Me and Patty ran out of toilet paper. That's exactly what we use. We use newsprint. So that works out fine. Wipe your. You can use other things. In fact, in New Zealand, Australia, a newspaper printed extra wasted pages just so people could do just that. They could use newsprint to wipe their bum. You don't have to wait for a special edition of the newspaper. Really, you don't. I mean, office paper is terrible for this. Don't use office paper. Don't even bother. Who wants to put a piece of 20-pound letterhead up your ass? Nobody does. Just don't, okay? It doesn't work that well. If you really have to, you can do what we did as kids. You just use a face cloth, rinse it out, wipe your bum, rinse it out again, and put it by the toilet. That's all you have to do. I mean, if for a family, that's okay, I guess. I mean, it's, Patty, I told that to Patty, and she was like, ew, gross, I wouldn't do that. We did. We did that. We had to. My mom didn't have the money all the time to buy toilet paper. We lived in the middle of fucking sticks. We usually had a washcloth that was clean, that was used wiping your bum after you did your business, and you rinse out when you're done with soap. Come on. That's not that bad. Really. In fact, I think my hemorrhoids actually kind of liked it, actually. Less scratchy. It worked. You gotta use what you gotta use. So if you have to use a washcloth to wipe your privates, that's fine. I still use a washcloth to, wash my privates, the front ones. Okay, because sometimes they don't smell good down there, and sometimes I'll just spray a little bit of vinegar, and then I'll just take a clean washcloth and I'll just wipe it down and make sure that the bad smell is neutralized. I saw you think, that sounds like a Virgo approach. Well, guess what? Bite me. I was actually my Virgo girlfriend who taught me that technique. Get used to it. Okay, it's true. She did, and she was picky about it too. You better get the last inch, asshole. It's true. It worked though. My mom is a Virgo, by the way, in case you didn't know. My mother was a Virgo. Or she's Scorpio. No, she was a Virgo, I'm sure. I don't think she was a Scorpio. But then again, she definitely was Virgo. Controlling. Stop. Did someone really come in here under the name Michelle is a tranny? People really have no life. Who cares what you are? Good question. Who really does care? My girlfriend doesn't care. But like I said in my Virgo video, she loves my mind. She loves my intellectual. She finds that attractive. She loves, but that's Virgo for you. Pisces, no. Pisces would never love me. Pisces are emotional, and their Cancers are or worse than Pisces. Actually, of the water signs, Cancers are probably the most level-headed, but moody sign. That's just their nature. But I mean, I might joke around a little bit about Patty, but honestly, seriously, she's really a sweet kid. You just gotta get to know her. She just is, okay? She's harder on herself than she's on me. And that's because, like I said in the video, why I love Virgos. The fact is that she is her own worst critic. And then, unfortunately, because of the neurosis, they actually they put themselves in the hospital. They just can't. They have health issues because of their stresses to their own spirit. They just wear themselves out. It's just kind of sad because I do worry about her. She's struggling with some health issues, and I am worried about them. I just am. So, yes, Aquariuses have feelings. We're not the robots of the universe. Despite what some people might tell you, we do have feelings. We're not aliens, although we may act like it in public. The truth is, I do care about people. I just keep it quiet. There's one that's going bye-bye for sure. Somebody's going bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, you know you are. Yeah, you're going bye-bye. Seriously, you're not even contributing to the content, asshole. You're going bye-bye. I don't want people like that. Okay? Yeah. Because I really seriously want to get the show around. I want to turn the show around. I want to make the show better. And it's going to be a challenge because, unfortunately, a lot of people have a lot of bad conceptions of what my show is. Unfortunately, some of it is kind of my own fault because when I first started, I was trying to satisfy a very group select people that are just as bad as pop. They were manipulating my show into something it was never meant to be. And I want to turn the show around because the show was meant to show my good side, not my bad. And I really do want to do the good show because I do love sharing. But I'm also got to be honest, with me, not just you. Yes, I have my moon is in Leo, but my Mars is in Pisces, and you got that. And then, of course, my Venus is in Capricorn. You can visualize what that means for a person. It means basically you got a person that's kind of very quiet, doesn't really have a lot of outspokenness. But it doesn't mean that I don't want to at least have some self-esteem, because I do need to have my self-esteem. That was one thing Patty did tell me. You got to stop basically let these people run over you with cleats, because they will seriously ruin you, and they're going to ruin your health, and they're going to ruin your spirit. But what I love about you, what I loved past tense, and I still want so much to see it again, is your happiness. You were a happy person at one time on YouTube. You enjoyed your show. You enjoyed being in social environment. Now you're a friggin' zombie. You don't care anymore. You're so cauterized and sealed off. You're cold as ice cubes. You don't care. And I told her honestly, I said, yes, I do care, but it's just that I'm afraid to show my feelings, because I'm afraid that if I show my feelings, that the people will basically never let me be myself. And she said, well, I want the old Michele back. I want the old Michele back that I love. I don't want you back. I want the one that I personally fell for. That's the one I want back. And I said, I agree with you, and I'll do what I can. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I do hope one day, seriously, that Patty will join us on the show. I hope that one day she can come over her social phobias and do a video on YouTube or on Facebook, or I really hope one day. But right now, I need to worry about getting myself back together. Yes, Rachel, what's up? So, let me see. We're getting any messages. Card update. Oh yeah, I gotta get that. I gotta pay for that. All right. I gotta get a remote control or a power adapter for a TV. But I stopped what was doing to tell you to stay away from Patty. Well, yeah, I might right now. I think we're just gonna be friends. But I understand your reasoning, Rachel. I do understand your reasoning, and I think right now, I don't think that's a major issue at this point. Let's talk about that for a second. I mentioned this yesterday. Some Virgos have a really dark side. And if you look at my astrology playlist, you will see a series of videos from one astrologer talking about the really dark side of a lot of signs. Scorpio is in there, Aquarius is in there, Virgo is in there. Virgos are very, if they're really nasty, and they can be the one woman that will slit your throat in your sleep. I'm not kidding you. Actually, normally you would think that's a Scorpio tactic, but actually, Scorpio and Virgos used to be neighbors in the zodiac before Libra got in the middle. The Scorpio sign has a little pointed tail, and a Libra and a Virgo sign has a lasso. And what happens is Libra, some Virgos are like the Black Widows. They come in, they truss you up, they tie you up, they control you to death. I have a hunch that her late boyfriend, who was an Aquarius, gave up too much of his freedom, and he went into an epileptic seizure, and that was the end of him. I do worry about that. What is Discord? Discord is a social media network, kind of like Facebook. It's a place where people talk. Unfortunately, my Discord, I might rename it into the cesspit. It's not really the greatest place to be if you're not used to but if you but the thing is that the worst thing is for Venus and Capricorns in bed in a relationships with a Virgo or any sign. It ends up becoming they become like, it almost becomes like, how do I say this without potentially getting somebody offended? Let's put it this way. They end up becoming how do I say this? Let's just say, think of a black widow spider trussing up her prey before she eats them. They, not saying that people are like this, but there are some Virgos that are just, or not just Virgos, it could be any sign. Well, if you happen to have Venus and Capricorn in your chart, you're looking to be manipulated. And if you happen to have Mars and Pisces, and I got both, you are almost expected to want to be the pussy. Okay. Which is kind of sad, because Mars and Pisces people are kind, loving people, but they just seem to want the domineering types for some reason. I don't know why. They just do. So watch I would watch it. The documentary is worth it. We need to come up with an update. Does anybody ever know if our 11830 ever wants to come up with an update to his documentary? As I really, really wonder. I would love to show what I was mentioning about those signs in my astrology playlist. I moved them on to the 2020 playlist because some of the videos are older than 2020. So But we talk about what this one is. What was it? The realist astrology. Astrologer talks about the dark sides of the different signs. And I'm giving you a quick list of the titles so you can go find them either on my playlist, which is where they all are conveniently stored, or you can go to the you can go to the other things. I'm just going to show you my playlist here. I'll make sure to mute my sound so I don't end up basically making an echo chamber here. So I'll tell you the videos right now, and I'll tell you the names of them. So if you go to the playlists, okay, you want to go to the one that's called astrology. There's 49 videos in there right now, okay? And the first one that you want to know about, let's see. Whoa, it's all the way in the bottom here. So let's go to, I'm not the only one here. And I'm having a repeat video. Well, time to get removed. Trying to remove the playlist. Okay, I don't need two of the same thing. I don't think I need repeats of videos here. Here we go. The dark-sided Aquarius female. Okay, that's the first one. The dark-sided Virgo female. Just say no. Let's see. Yeah, just say no. I'm just gonna read the title here. To these neurotic nymphs. Okay, just stay away from the this Arctic chick. How zodiac signs react to breakup. Okay, I didn't add Scorpio to the list. I don't think I did. No, I did not. But I do suggest you should check it out. Those two videos alone will be interesting. I just need 5 minutes. Nope, I ain't giving you 5 minutes and nothing. Okay. Oh, you can type it here. I'm not going to put you on the phone. I'm not taking phone calls, so you're going to have to type it here, Martin. That's the way it is, honey. We're not doing any phone calls today. So if you want to type it here, you can type it here. No, I'm not. I took you off Skype. I deleted Skype. I don't have Skype anymore. I'm not dealing with Skype anymore. Okay. So if you want to type it, you're going to have to type it. No, I blocked you on my phone too, so you can't call me either. So you're just going to have to type it. That's it. That's all you got. The only choice. So if you want to type it, you can type it. If you don't want to type it, then that's fine. It's up to you. It's not really unreasonable. I mean, guys, I have to be honest when I say it because I learned long ago, and I didn't enforce my own rules enough with Pop, which is if you give them on the phone for 5 minutes, everybody disappears. The lights go through the floor, and then nobody wants to watch the video. Okay? I worked hard to get my content up. He says, how am I supposed to apologize? Just type your apology here in the chat like everybody else is doing. Just type it. If you can type this much, you can type that. Yeah, I believe he has, hasn't he? So, why don't you give your apology and tell us why you've been doing that? I want to explain why I was angry. Then type it! Come on! Type it! By the way, for those of you who really want to deal with the Black Widows of the Zodiac, I'm talking about the women, do not date a Scorpio. Ever. Exactly. And I told him the same thing. He drives away all my viewership. He drives away all the likes. He's driving away my subscriber base. And that's the other reason that a few others I'm afraid to give names up because they're not here to defend themselves. Well, actually find out just how much I find it frustrating when I can't even grow my channel after 9 years. 9 years! I should have at least 1,200 people by now. All right, here's what he says. I wasn't angry at you for not letting me on the show. I want to explain the reason I was angry was because you said my pay system is not normal for a teen my age. Okay. Well, what time would be a good time for me to call you? Because obviously I've tried to call you many times today, and you said you were having problems with your phone system. What do you want me to call you on Facebook Messenger? Or do you want me to call you on the phone? How would you like me to call you? How would you like me to reach you? Because every time I call you on the phone, some reason you're always not there and I end up leaving messages. I was also angry when you said that Hapono and Abraham are not what a normal teenager's into. Pop, the average teenager, is not going to go into that. Okay? A Scorpio would. Aquarius might. Virgo might. Oh, well, most Virgos, unless they have a sense of the dark side, are probably not going to go into that. But no. I didn't say I was going to call him Jack. I said I was going to. Rachella asked me to call her back. Right. So, Rachella, would you like me to call you on Messenger or on the phone? Which one would be better for you? Messenger or the phone? Right, but I mean normal. I mean within the standard 95 percentile, what a typical teenager of your age is into. The kind of stuff that you discuss, the large majority of my audience, which is within the age of 18 to 35, are not going to be into. That doesn't mean that I think you're necessarily a bad person. It's just, I don't know. It's just strange. Okay, it's just strange. That's all. My phone. If I don't answer, I'm saying more than likely I'm asleep. All right. I will try to call you close to 9 p.m. tonight. The reason it upset me was because you don't know me. I just hate when you think you know me that well when you don't. Let him be her. I think he meant let her be. I also got very offended when you said that my friends thought I was strange when that's not the case. Okay, I will give you that. Maybe I was overgeneralizing. All right, and maybe I overgeneralized. Okay, that's true. Maybe I did. And you said, in terms of the hex, Abraham told me I had the right to do it, and there is not mad at me. I understand I was angry. Let me give you one piece of advice on hexes, jinxes, and curses. Okay, you put a hex or a curse on somebody, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass 3 times harder. All right? So that's the reason why we have the rule of ready. It says, "Do as ye will, but harm none, for what you give 3 times you shall receive." Meaning, if you give somebody a good thing, like not a curse, but a helpful spell, 3 times you will return in good favor. That if you do something bad to somebody else, what you have given will be 3 times returned. So, and that is the reason why this sorceress, which it's a rarity, sorceress don't usually listen to the roll already. As a sorceress that buys and loves the roll already, I have to keep that in mind at all times. If I might want to make a major blizzard and basically snow out Montana, I realize that if people die because of my transgressions, then I'm going to have to pay for that karma. Especially if it's a revengeful reason. If it's an accident, somebody dies because of snow, which is needed, then it's not the same because it was not intention. It's all in the intention. If you do something wrong to somebody else, you're going to have to pay for it. Okay? Martin, you spoke about someone Michele adores, which is our Lebanese trees or whatever. What did you say your friends didn't like about? So did she say your friends don't like you? Well, the point is that for me, the role of ready is a major part of my faith system. It's the cornerstone, just as the golden rule is for Christianity. I'm also Catholic. Okay, so I still admire the golden rule too. Do unto others as you would like them to do to you. So if you act like an asshole, they're going to treat you like an asshole. Okay? You act like a nice person and you show genuine compassion, then more than likely you will get the same thing back in return. That's what you want, right? You want to be treated nice. You want to treat people nice. So hopefully they're going to treat you nice. And if they don't, well, that's not your problem. Okay. That will be balanced when the scales of karma have to be restored. They will be restored for that person. They will be knowing it. I do use the rule of ready because I only curse people who attack me first. So I'm using their own hate against them. I have a right to curse someone who harmed me first. Well, so I used your own hateful energy. Pop, do you understand anything about why I get angry at you sometimes? Do you even have a clue? Let me explain one thing. Your faith system is not my faith system, okay? I don't like to be mean to people's faith system. Whatever you believe in, that's fine, okay? But my audience have said that they're not interested in it. They have told you that repeatedly. Bob Dog just told you that. The rule of ready, and spelled R-E-D-I, or R-E-D-E. You see, ready, not ready, like ever ready, but just ready, R-E-D-E. The rule of ready, well, of course, then faith system too. So was the golden rule. You didn't exactly act like a nice person when you said, my friends think that I'm strange and Hapono is not for normal teenagers. And I apologize for that because it was very generalized, okay? It was very generalized. Yes, Pop. It was very generalized. You gotta understand that. Sometimes I do kind of generalize things sometimes. Not meaning to be mean or something, but as I said, statistically speaking, majority of the people that I know of your age group are not worried about that concept. They're worrying about getting their first car. They're worried getting their first job. They're worrying about getting ready to go to college. They're focusing on their future. They're worried about teenager things, maybe trying to, planning for the future, maybe to marry the first girl, maybe to marry the current, planning on dating and marrying the current girlfriend, or maybe a future girlfriend. They're not going to be worried about that stuff. That's just not their thing. I don't think so, because my cell phone is actually turned off right now. Okay? I'm not taking phone calls. Sorry. So Jack Swagger, I would suggest don't suggesting that again, or I will. And if anybody gives any digits out, fuck that. Just leave it, Michelle. It's harmless. You know what bothers me, Lam? What? I try really hard to do a good show. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Don't worry about it. You just got your normal, people that are just trying to make trouble. That's all. It's not your fault. By the way, like I said, as far as who's JK? Who's JK? Let's see, who is JK? So 23-11's the score. Not bad. Not bad. You know what kind of sucks? What? What else do you want to talk about? Well, I could talk briefly about the video I did earlier, and I did share up here on YouTube from Facebook. I just wanted to just clarify one thing. It's thank you to T-Mobile for making the show possible to do these shows, as I don't have home internet right now. If it wasn't for T-Mobile's mobile hotspot, we would not be live right now. Thank you to the Binge On program from T-Mobile to make it possible for us to stream unlimited to YouTube without using my data quota of my data stash or my 6 gigabytes of T-Mobile internet, which only is used for non-whitelisted services. And on top of that, T-Mobile also gave me a discount for using my T-Mobile hotspot. And this month, in early March, they gave me an additional 10 gigabytes for free, realizing that I was more than willing to advocate for the program and help people to find an alternative for slow, pokey home internet, which may not be working well for you. However, please keep in mind one thing with T-Mobile, just like with cable modems and the internet, of course, is a shared connection, which means if enough people are downloading Game of Thrones, you're going to end up basically waiting a bit. However, I can say right now that thanks to T-Mobile, at the plans I'm on, I am streaming, and thank God, at 720p. But I don't know really what good it does me when the camera I'm using only does 640 by 480, but you will. You take what you get. Well, I think that was a great thing that T-Mobile has been working well for us for all these years since John Legier's Un-carrier program started. It made it possible for us to continue even when you were at Patty's house. Even though T-Mobile's coverage there was a little spotty, it was still nice that we were able to get out there, even if it was just to upload videos. And T-Mobile provided us with the unlimited bandwidth to watch the videos for those boring nights or for one of those nights when you and Patty would be sitting at the dinner table and watching tarot readings. I have to catch up on some of those. I know. Really, seriously, I think T-Mobile is a good program. How are they going to compare now that they merged with Sprint? I don't know. It's going to take a while to see how that's going to go. How come my comments haven't been appearing in me a new channel? Yeah, again, give it a break. Come on, Pop. Just stop. You're getting ridiculous. Come on. You're getting ridiculous now. You said what you had to say. I answered your question. I apologize for the generalization. Okay? I told you I was sorry. Start creating new channels, because eventually what's going to happen is one day YouTube is going to catch up on you and go, don't you think that's enough, son? I think you basically made enough. Why don't you give it up already? I already heard your apology. I already heard you say it. Okay? I accepted your apology. And I don't know if you accepted mine, but that's okay. If you did, you did. If you didn't, you did. Okay? Start creating new accounts. Just stop being an asshole, okay? You said you wouldn't apologize. You apologized. I let you apologize. And then Rachel thought you were going a little bit out of hand with your apology and basically decided it's time to send you out. Yeah, I agree. And very persistent. Scorpio women are just as bad. In fact, Scorpio women are worse than the guys. But both parties have anger issues. It gets them every time. Right now, I want to enjoy a good show. I want to try to focus on good content. So, I don't mind talking about some of the stuff that he wants to talk about. But I think majority of the people on my channel really don't really care. But I will say one thing. He mentioned, he did a video on his channel, which I never did do a rebuttal on. He said, why I'm no longer a Christian? Why am I still a Roman Catholic even though I'm a pagan? Okay, my turn. It won't be that long. Because the Catholic Church has got a rich history. In its original creation by the apostles, in the Acts of the Apostles, the church went out there to try to show the messages, teachings of Christ. Even the converted St. Paul, which used to be known as Saul, a Pharisee of all things. St. Paul originally persecuted God. As he was going ready to try to get Jesus arrested, he was struck blind by God. God said, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Well, the only thing way that Saul was going to decide back was if he actually managed to find Christ and work it out and apologize. Okay. Well, obviously, like anyone else, he went, yeah, now I'm going to find him to see. I'll see, then I'll go ahead and I'll arrest him anyway. At least that's what we think he was going to do. Well, so you have this man, blind guy, goes up to Jesus, realizing that if he really is the Son of God and he is able to give him sight, then he has to go ahead and make his promise that he would one day follow Christ. That's exactly what he did. He wrote a lot of the epistles. Unfortunately, his very hardcore faith system of the Judaism faith was very strongly noted in the epistles. One of the things that I love about the Catholic Church is that we have this concept called reconciliation. Everybody talks about the importance of the purpose of the body and blood of Christ in communion, which certainly is important. It is important how we nourish ourselves, how we refresh ourselves. But the most beautiful sacrament for me is confession. Ladies and gentlemen, let me be upfront here. When you go into confession, and if you really are sorry, and you really feel like crap, and you really, really feel emotionally terrible because you did wrong, knowingly you did wrong, there is something so magical. Even though, the priest is acting as a representative of Christ in the confessional. When he says to you, I absolve you of your sins, it feels like you took a lead weight off your back. And for the penances are usually, the most Catholics, so it's pretty simple. Like 10 Hail Marys and 10 Our Fathers, and maybe a Glory Be or two. But that's not the main thing that makes reconciliation so special. It's the fact is that a human being, a voice, a man on the other side of the screen says, I absolve you of your sins. He's acting at that point as the Christ. To me, as a Catholic, that is the most beautiful thing. You can be the worst sinner in the world. And yeah, sometimes they may say, well, you need to go to see the bishop or the archbishop. But majority of the Catholics don't have to do that. Or they might suggest you go to, it was really, really bad, you got to go find the cardinal. But most don't have to go that far. But even if you do, I have sinned myself many times. I'm not immune from sin. That's the other thing that the sacrament of reconciliation does, is it reminds us that we are not infallible. We're human beings. We have flaws. We have faults. And there's another prayer we say in the Mass, which I will sometimes say on this show. I confess to you, my brothers and sisters, that I have sinned in my own thoughts and my words and my deeds, and what I have done and what I failed to do. And I ask you, my brothers and sisters, to pray for me to the Lord our God. That's a public penance prayer. Not too many other churches teach that one. So the next time you go and see people lining up and they go into the confessional Mass, before Mass, usually on Saturday nights, think about this. They're receiving a beautiful gift that the Acts of the Apostles continued on after Jesus' crucifixion. And as we celebrate Lent, we need to keep that in mind. Jesus is there. He's there. And even if you're not Catholic, I'm going to still say this to you, because I do have the ability. I absolve you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Sin no more, but look up to the Christ to help you to succeed and do what is right and just in His precious sight. He loves you. And for your own personal penances, just say, I'm sorry, Jesus, 5 times with conviction. Because He cares about you. In a couple of weeks, we're going to be celebrating Easter, the resurrection of the Christ. Keep that in mind, okay? You will be always respected by me if you treat me with decency. And even if you're not, I will still pray for you at night. Okay? I might be a weather sorceress. I may have the ability to kick ass and take names. But the truth is, deep down, I don't like to cause harm. I mean, that's the reason why I'm actually a lousy weather sorceress. Because I do think about the people that my weather works affect. But at least I can say, and many of the North and many people in New England are very thankful for the snow budgets this year haven't been busted by major snowstorm after snowstorm after snowstorm. My knee certainly thanks me that I don't have to do the winter slalom trying to jump over badly shoveled driveways and sidewalks. That's the reason I didn't do anything this year. Because I had to walk in it. Okay. And I wanted, and I had empathy for everybody who has to walk in that, who is injured. And brothers and sisters, if you are among the injured, I understand your situation. Because just like you, I have to deal with my own cross. So that's something to think about. I'm sure there'll be a soundbite about that. Some soundboard somewhere. Somebody making fun of me because of what I said. But as the Lord Jesus Christ is my witness, I'm going to tell you right now, I really duly love everybody. Don't let anyone try to tell you that this Aquarius is necessarily ice cold. Because deep down, I really want to warm it up a little bit. I'm going to make an effort. I really want to. I mean, that's important to me. Now, if anybody has any questions, we've got time. I'm usually running until about 9. We have about 53 minutes to go. So if anybody wants to talk briefly for 53 minutes about things, one thing we can talk about real quick, since we mentioned prayers. Holy Jesus Christ, Son of the well-begotten Mighty Father, Yahweh and Mother Asna, we come to you today and request a simple favor. Protect those here from the trials and tribulations of COVID-19. Keep them and their families safe. Give them strength to stand up to adversity and the snares of the devil. Help them so they can better help their friends and family and the strangers that they meet in life. Help them to know your love so they could share your love. Remind them of your paschal sacrifice on the cross so they realize that you died for their sins and their salvations, and that they should try to do the same and give back and show love and compassion to everybody. And we ask this in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. 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 Okay. That's from me and Lemmy. It's for real. Of course, it's for real. Don't forget to put a like in the like jar, guys. If you haven't already done so, put a like in the like jar. We need to beat the dislike jar. We're doing good with the score, but we got to get more likes. Got to get more likes, guys. Come on. If you haven't already, put a like in the like jar. The ushers will hand around the like baskets, and you can toss in a few likes in the process. As many likes as you like. 1 like per person, please. Really. It's the likes are important. It's not because I'm trying to toot my own horn. It's just because if you have enough likes on your channel, your videos actually do go out as recommended videos. It is part of the like system. That's not really talked much about. But yes, your video will show up on the liked or on recommended videos if you have enough likes. If you are on the YPP program, your likes don't quite carry as much weight, except, of course, and when you deal with the YPP advertiser auctions, channels that have more subscribers and more likes tend to get higher yield payments from advertisers, which helps to help a channel grow and financially become more stable. And that's something that I'm aiming for, is to become more financially stable, so that we don't have to always run one day the donation thing eventually, so that we can get away from the donations and then become advertiser supported. The only thing I don't like about the advertiser supporting is YouTube tends to put a million advertisers on a video. I've seen live streams like this one. You might see advertisers pop right up in the middle of in the live stream, which kind of cuts the content and tends to cause people to wonder what the hell really happened in the background. So there are things where I would seriously be unsure if I'd be running too much YPP during live streams. I think I would turn off the live stream YPP proposals, only because they during the live stream is very distracting. If I had a choice how many ads I would run, I would probably just run one ad. Just one ad on the beginning. No ads in the end. Because that's better the way to do it for me. I don't see why I would want to run 15 ads on the stream. That would just kind of suck, But we'll have to see what happens. We have a show tomorrow at 7 o'clock again, Eastern Time, on YouTube. We also have a show tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Facebook. That's for Thursday. That's for Friday. Soup Kitchen will be open on Saturday of this week, on the 14th, at the normal time for lunch at 11:30 a.m. Also, there's the garlic and Gaelic potlatch dinner at St. Joseph's Hall in the evening. I think it's I don't know what time exactly it is. You can call St. Joseph's Church in Winsted at 860-379-3369 to find out what time it would be. Tickets are $10 at the door for individuals, and they're $30 for a family. I don't know how many people in the family, but if you're interested, that will be at St. Joseph's Parish Hall on Oak Street in Winsted. That's the Garlic and Gaelic Festival. Or is it Gaelic and Garlic? I think it's Gaelic and Garlic. Really? Yeah. So I will, of course, be using money to help maintain and operate the St. Joseph's Parish in Winston, Connecticut. And, of course, the Soup Kitchen will be open, as I said, on Saturday. And all are welcome to attend. It's free meal there. And if you are ill, if you're not feeling well, please stay home. We don't need to get anybody sick, especially with this COVID-19 thing. It's, that's just plain selfish. If you can't respectfully understand that you don't want to get everybody else sick in the process. It's understandable if you didn't know you were sick. It does happen. But, just keep that in mind that, people do need to eat there, and they don't need to get sick in the process. Also, for those of you who said that you are not on YouTube because you don't like Zuckerberg, I understand that. But the reason I do my show on Soup Kitchen on Facebook is because until recently, there was no real reliable way to do it on my phone because of the changes done by the YouTube people saying that I need to have 1,000 subs to mobile live stream. It's been around for now that way for a couple of years. But unfortunately, that has caused a lot of caboose for a lot of channels, which have basically small channels that kind of depended on that. So for some people, they really need that support. So if you happen to be a small channel, I know you can use things like Streamlabs and a few other third-party programs to mobile live stream on your phone. But I really kind of would like to have had the ability to stream directly from my phone and not have to go and use a third-party app, especially it's important on older phones that may have a storage problem. If you have a more modern phone with lots of oodles of RAM, you probably won't affect you that much. But for me, it's just easier to have to just deal with one app instead of 3, 4, 5 apps to do streams. So it's something to keep in mind. And let's see what's next. We got 5 people on here right now. We got about an hour. We got 40 minutes left. We have 40 minutes left. Okay, anybody have any questions? This is your time, guys. I mean, this is your time. This is your time. We can cover anything. We could talk about the Virgo video. We could talk about other zodiac signs. The ones I know about, the ones I have personally dated. I have some dating experience with some different signs. Not a lot of them. I have experience dating an Aquarius when I was in high school. I have experience dating a Taurus. I have experience dating a Libra woman. I have experience with a Virgo woman. And I may have the potential of getting an experience of dating a Pisces, but that one is not yet. I have dated a Cancer. That was a disaster. I'm sorry, Cancer and me just don't get along. You're dealing with a woman that's extremely emotional, and then you're dealing with a woman that's basically as cold as an ice cube, and you're basically wondering why the Cancerian is wondering why the Aquarian is basically just not reciprocating the love, and it's really hard. Let's see, what else have we dated? I had a chance of dating a Libra guy. I didn't think it was going to work between me and him because he was an older guy and he was kind of between housing. And I didn't really think that was going to work. Maybe it could have worked. I don't know. Just Homeless Mike, by the way, is a Taurus. People wondered what Homeless Mike's sign was. I talked to him today. He's a Taurus. And we did his life chart. We did his zodiac chart. Very interesting. Very, very. He was totally shocked at how detailed it was. To do his zodiac chart for him was very fascinating. He really did appreciate it because he found it fascinating. The way it came out, and he said it read just like a book. He said it was written perfectly well, and he wasn't even aware how that could be done, how accurate it could be. But you know what? That's the nature of a zodiac chart. A well-designed, well-calculated zodiac chart can be extremely accurate. And like I said yesterday, is nature versus nurture. My evidence so far in my research and my small sample size is indicating that these zodiac charts are pretty damn accurate for these natal charts. Very accurate. And you can go to cafeastrology.com and generate your own. It's free. And then you'll have at least an idea where you will stand in astrology charts if that's your thing. Okay? It's up to you. It's free. You don't have to worry about paying money for it. Let's see. It's interesting because I don't see any mod here blocking you. You're not blocked right now. Why push it? Why push it? Why are you gonna try to make a mountain out of a molehill? Really? Why are you gonna make a mountain out of a molehill? I would think it would be better to have a nice show and not have to go out there and 2 weeks ago. Well, it doesn't matter. Why don't you just forget about it? That was 2 weeks ago. It's 2 weeks later. Why are you so sour? I was victimized and you want to blame me. I'm not blaming you. I'm saying is that that you have a chance to, not to be blocked anymore. Why do you want to keep dwelling on the past? That's what I said. Why are you dwelling on the past? It's done. It's over. Stop bringing up the past. Anyway, so for those here watching, I want to just thank you all for coming. I mean, I think we're just about ready to wrap it up. There's not much more to cover, it sounds like. But again, don't forget to put a like in the like jar, and because I think it would help a lot to. There we go. I just put one in my like jar. Yes, I have the right to vote too. But I don't usually vote too much on myself. But I do think it's really awesome to be part of something great. So, don't forget, like usual, we will be hiding the statistics at the end of the show. So, this is the only time you're going to see the score of 25-11. Okay, if something happened in the, let's say, okay, so something happened in a year in the past, you're not allowed to upset about it. So I get mugged, I can't complain because it happened 5 seconds in the past. Think about it for a second. Are we talking about someone mugging you, robbing you at gunpoint? No, we're not talking about someone robbing you, mugging you at gunpoint. Okay, that's completely different. That's when you file a police report. In this case, it may have been a misunderstanding. It does not make it a reason why you need to keep dragging up the past. Because it's not worth it. There are things in this world that are not worth dragging up over and over again. Okay? You have to think about that. I never blocked you, or you wouldn't be here. And I sure as hell wouldn't have blocked you for asking about Michelle's hair. Isn't Rachel the one who sent the picture around? No, I am not. But if you keep saying I blocked you for asking about Michelle's hair and that never happened. It didn't. It didn't. I only know one Rachel, and that's the one that is my mod right there. Michelle has other mods. Some don't speak. They only watch. Correct. Or they speak once in a while. And that's true. We have several mods here that do watch the show and post in preemptive, or sometimes post humaniously. Will block people based on when they get a chance to review the replay, including me. Sometimes I will block people posthumously, but not usually. I don't. But the only Rachella, that's why I show my sub count in case some trolls my account. You know, that brings a good point. Why did YouTube ever removed the verified check mark from people's names if you have less than 100,000 subs? Why in the fucking hell would they do that? You should have a check mark next to your name, especially if you've been on YouTube for a long, long time. You should have a check mark. I mean, come on. I used to have a check mark next to my name. Why is that gone? How many fake MicheleMarieDalene channels are on YouTube? There's at least 2, maybe 3, 4, 5 of them. How the hell are you supposed to know the real MicheleMarieDalene? Despite the fact I have a verified email address, verified US mail address, everything. But without that check mark, you can't be sure if you're on a real North American Snow Queen channel or some fake one. Which drives me apeshit, because I have never been able to find a way to confirm it's me. Because unfortunately, the fake ones spoofed my Facebook page. They spoofed my YouTube pages. They spoof my Discord server, the real Discord server, the one I run, has been spoofed by another person. So how are you supposed to know who's really who? Yeah. I've always showed my sub count, which I don't want trolls subbing to me. I don't care who comes around, but I rather show people. I think you better be relaxed and have a good time. Be careful when you say chill. That's my job. I'm the North American Snow Queen, okay? I never had a check mark. Yeah, I know. That was only for the bigger channels. Originally, you were on YPP and you were in YPP for a long time. You had a check mark, Christine. That's gone now. Unless you have 100,000 subs. Like, what the why? It's just do. It's stupid. It's stupid. Susan Wachicki was an asshole. The check mark assures me that you're legitimate. That's right. That's what it was for. I asked if the Michele that's seen you around the person. No, it's not. If I only knew this was the real Michele. Well, that's easy. Look at the face on the screen. Yeah, that's me. This is the real us. And also, you can look at the channel creation date. Many other channels existed around July of 2010. Yeah, July of 2010. Yeah, it was when we created this channel. And I have answered you, no, you have heard wrong, but if you're going to keep bringing up Michele, will block you for herself. But isn't the screenshot I was clearly you? How would people have gotten a photo of the only witness sent unless you sent it? She didn't. Okay? She did not send it to anybody. There are people out there who know how to get into. I sent her the picture privately because I needed her medical advice on it under HIPAA. On Hangouts. On Hangouts now. Not, no one else sent it. I did. I sent her a picture in private via the HIPAA rules to Rachel to look at for medical diagnosis. I have heard that someone we do not have on this channel went ahead, got his little spiders out, and managed to harvest information out of people's private Hangouts accounts and then share them to everybody else for a price. That person is so fucking dead in my book. He's lucky if he doesn't get a big icicle hanging out of his penis when I'm done with him. Yes, it's a guy, by the way. I read that someone named Sammy Pepper looked at them. She sent it to Bridget, Sammy, Kirsty, Marie, amongst others. I've seen the messages myself. I was told Sammy is a bit overweight. Yeah, but she wouldn't be the first one that's overweight. I'm not exactly skinny either, so yeah, I know Sammy Pepper has a weight issue. And there's a couple other issues in her life too, which I don't understand, but that's not my responsibility to understand. It is not to be understood, but as is to understand. That's what Prayer St. Francis of Assisi says. I'm not going to sit there and try to say I understand all of the things going on in Sammy Pepper's life or other people's lives, okay? Or how the pictures ended up going from being on a private Hangouts into a public distribution site. I don't know. And I really, honestly, I don't really think it matters anyway. Okay? It does not matter. I don't know who Chance Wilkins is. I don't know anything about the individual. So I don't know anything about the individual. I cannot say anything about this individual. I do not know him. But it just proves one thing about the internet. You think your life is secure because you shared something with a friend? And you're storing it on some cloud server in the middle of God knows where, and yet somebody who's unscrupulous and dishonest and a bad entity goes in, finds a way to harvest passwords, emails to the dark web, and other things. All of a sudden, all your personal life goes out there on the internet. And then your real life, IRL, people get actually hold of that. You lose your job. You lose your income. You lose your friends. You lose your housing. You lose your apartment. Whatever. And you wonder why people like Etika committed suicide. Now, Etika was a nice guy. Okay, he was a gamer. He was a YouTuber. He was coming up in YouTube. He had issues with people doing the same kind of bullshit in different ways. But the point was, he had no way to turn because these bad people messed him up to the point where he couldn't even pay his own rent or pay for his multi-channel network distribution. He was bankrupt, penniless, and he had no place to go for help because everybody abandoned him. Think about that. Yes, it's not fun and games when it starts affecting your real world. There is no messages. If I wanted to block you, I could have blocked you already. I'm not blocking you because we're having a conversation. We're going to discuss this for the last time. Okay? The point I'm trying to say is people think the internet is all fun and games until someone gets hurt. What if that was your son, your daughter, your brother, your sister, your father, your mother that got hurt? You would be disgusted. And I can tell you right now, I have seen a lot of brothers and sisters in the internet get busted and hurt because of some stupid actions done by people who are saying, oh, it's just fun. And, yeah. Guess again, it's not fun and games. When you start hurting them and you start destroying their real life, and all a lot of them tried to do is just release a good content, and a good show, and a good video, and you decide to destroy the real credibility because of your funning, I absolutely find that irreprehensible, incomprehensible, and downright dastardly to do that to anybody. That's the way I feel about it. That's why he committed suicide, because he didn't know where the hell to turn. He's not the only YouTuber who's done that, you know. I'm sorry to say that he's not the first, and he's not going to be the last either. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do that. Of course, I'm too. I got a support system. I'm just saying is that there are some YouTubers that are so isolated they don't even have that. They don't have local friends to bail them out or provide them with emotional support. So if you're part of that game, think about it. Put the shoes on your feet. Walk a mile in their shoes. And you tell me how it would feel. Nobody does it anymore. They think every single YouTuber that sits in camera is basically just doing it just for fun and games. And that they're not real people. Unfortunately, sometimes us content creators sometimes forget that you guys are real people too. And I apologize for that. I know you guys are real people. And there are some real good people out there on YouTube, and they don't mean to do harm, but because they fall for rumors and false truths, they cause harm. It's sad because there's no expression, because it's on the internet. It has to be true. No, it doesn't. The internet is not the final authority on truth. This is your noggin, your brain cells, your noodles up there. Use them, because that's the one thing that separates us from the lower creatures of the universe, is that we have a thinking capacity. Now, anybody have any other comments they would like to add to that? Or anything else that matter? I mean, I'd like to end with something nice. I would like to end with something nice. Well, if I don't say anything. Okay. I'll tell you what we're going to end with. I'm going to end the show with a prayer real quick. A very short one. It's a prayer every Christian knows. And please think of the words very carefully when I say them to you. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory is yours, now and forever. Amen. Amen. Think about that, guys. We are all together. It doesn't matter where you are in the world or in the universe. In about 200 years, this video will be out there to Alpha Centauri. I hope the people of Alpha Centauri understand that I care for you too. And someday, the video will go as far as to the real Vulcan or the real Klingon homeworld. And maybe, just maybe, some people may have a little empathy. But for now, I guess we're just about done. But I'd be more than willing to look at your comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your video with your friends, because it's how we're going to take this channel from a zero to a hero. And we're going to turn this channel around. Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. It's by far the easiest way that I found. Some guys can turn it on a dime right downtown, but give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. Definitely what we're going to do. I got my big Cummins diesel going. I got my trailer hitched on the back. My double sticks are blowing smoke, and we are going to move this fucking big old truck down right around 180 degrees. We're going to turn this channel from being a nightmare into something that people will be proud of. Praise be to the Lord Jesus Christ. We're going to do that. We are going to do that. For the sake of his sorrowful passion, we're going to turn this rig around. We're going to make this rig strong again, great again, and proud again. Until that time, thank you guys for being on the show. Thanks for inspiring me to keep trying to do better. Amen. Amen. Keep on going, boys and girls. I'll see you soon. Keep on trucking. Keep the sunny side up and the shitty side down. I don't want to do the greasy side, do you? No. Watch how you're driving. Don't jackknife on the highway. All right? Good luck, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.